Today we're going to talk about attention deficit in psychology. Do you find that the moment you start studying, your mind drifts away? Do you pick up a book and immediately feel sleepy? Do you need to watch videos at double speed just to stay engaged? You know full well that it's wasting your time, but somehow you just can't stop yourself. That doesn't mean you're lazy. It means your attention system has been quietly drained by constant stress. In psychology, there's a concept we call selective attention. Simply put, your focus is a limited resource. You can't pour it into everything at once. Your brain is like a glass filled right to the brim with water. When you try to study while scrolling video and replying to messages, it feels like you're doing everything, but the glass is already full. Even one more drop will spill over. You think you're multitasking efficiently, but in reality, your brain is already overwhelmed. This is the heart of the attentional resource theory. Our attention is never infinite. It needs space. It needs to be placed carefully. When your brain is squeezed by too many tasks and constant input, it activates a self-protection. That's when you start zoning out, staring blankly, and losing interest in everything. But what you might not know is there's an even deeper force at work quietly reshaping your brain. Every time you scroll through short videos, check social media, and chase one piece of exciting information after another, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical that gives you quick pleasure and instant reward. It feels good. It's addictive. And before you know it, you can't stop. Over time, your brain becomes wired to only seek out things that are fast, stimulating, and instantly rewarding. Meanwhile, anything slow or requiring patience, like studying, reading, or writing, starts to feel boring, low reward, and something to avoid. This is what psychology calls reward system hijack. It's not that you don't want to learn or that you lack focus. It's that your brain has been reprogrammed to crave instant payoff and resist anything that demands delayed gratification. You're not incapable of sticking with something. Your focus is simply being torn apart bit by the flood of information around you. Have you ever thought maybe you were never born unfocused, but rather trained to be this way since childhood? Think back. When you were a kid, maybe you finally sat down to do homework, only to hear your parents arguing in the next room. Their voices grew sharper, louder, and though you'd done nothing wrong, you suddenly felt heavy in the chest. Your pencil barely moved before your attention was ripped away. In that moment, you didn't stop studying because you were lazy. You stopped because you were worried something bad was happening. Or maybe you were watching TV and your parents suddenly interrupted. Stop wasting time. Go study now. Slowly, your brain learned to be cautious. It no longer dared to fully immerse because every time you did, something harsh could interrupt. Research shows a sense of safety is the foundation of focus. If you grew up in tension, conflict, or uncertainty, your attention system shifts into defense mode. Instead of helping you focus, it scans for threats in your surroundings. You're always wondering, what's going to happen next? What could go wrong? You're not broken. You just never had a truly calm, safe space to let yourself sink in. You've been trying so hard, but no one saw it. In psychology, this state is called cognitive control disruption. It simply means your brain struggles to start, hold, and shift focus. It's not that you aren't trying. You've been using every ounce of energy just to keep going. You try to focus, but keep getting pulled away, caught in procrastination and anxiety. It's not laziness. It's the exhausting fight with your own subconscious. You fear failing. You fear doing it wrong. You fear disappointing people. So you don't start, because if you never start, you can't fail. But the cost is you never feel at peace. So what can you do to rebuild focus? You don't need to push yourself harder. You need to treat yourself with more kindness, more strategy. Here are 4 steps that can help you slowly find that focus self. Step 1, give yourself 10 to 20 minutes a day with no task to finish. Sit quietly, take a slow walk, stare at the sky, and do absolutely nothing. This is the best way to let your brain recover. Psychologists call it cognitive space restoration. Your brain is like a computer desktop that's always open. If you never close apps or clear memory, it overheats, lags. Give it a blank moment and it will have room to restart. Step 2, focus on doing one small thing at a time. Stop chasing the illusion of multitasking. Attention doesn't crumble from laziness. It crumbles from fake busyness that achieves nothing. Start small. Read for just 10 minutes or clean just one corner of a room. These tiny focused moments build up gradually into what psychology calls single task flow. Step 3, gently reward your brain with small wins. Your attention system is like a child who's been criticized too long. It doesn't need more blame. It needs little pieces of affirmation. Every time you complete a small task, reward yourself. Maybe a nice meal or a small gift. These tiny gestures teach your brain, I'm trying, I'm worth it. Step 4, talk to yourself with care, not criticism. Yes, you'll get distracted. You'll procrastinate. Some days you won't feel like doing anything. That doesn't mean you're useless. It just means you're tired. So next time that happens, don't rush to scold yourself. Instead, gently ask, am I just anxious right now? Am I afraid I'll mess up? That soft question reminds you, you're not your own enemy. You're your most important ally. Standing on your own side, that's the first step, true focus, and it's the starting point of inner healing. Finally, remember this, real focus is never forced out of you. It returns quietly when you stop punishing yourself. You don't need to be perfect from day one. You just need each time you want to give up to pause. Even if it's only restarting for 5 minutes, that is still progress. Real growth isn't about pushing yourself harder. It's about finally choosing not to make life harder for yourself.